Happy Saturday. Good morning. We're live. I'm not going to tell you what's in the cup, but I've got Spidey with me. But I have before we get to the chat and say hello, let's bring out our special guest this week, Mr. Naman, the comic book worm.
Hey.
All the way from New York City, because I was looking at
Yeah.
him, looking at his background. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not your
My
usual
comic book.
background.
I sold all of my comic books.
I was like, wow, you cleaned house. No posters or anything behind you. But
Yeah,
yeah, he's hanging out in Queens this Saturday morning.
yeah. I had to come and take care of my mom, and I'll be here till about in the month, maybe a little bit June. But yeah, it's
Nice.
turning out okay. It's turning out okay. Yeah.
Yeah. New York, it's not this time of year too. Hopefully you get some good weather, not too hot yet.
I should have worn my Superman. We could have done the Superman Spider-Man.
That's right.
Okay. I'm actually Clark Kent today.
Well, let's check in with the chat before we get going. Crucius is here. Good morning. Robert's here. Good morning, Robert. Brad is here. Wellbore. Robbie Joseph. Good morning. Justin is here. The nerds. Let's see. Joe is here. Joe was live last night. He was espresso mail call.
Yeah. So
Hanging out.
that.
That was good. Got to catch a little bit of that. Mr. McGroovy's here. Good afternoon, all the way from across the pond there. We're international today. We got Raph from Canada. Good morning, Raph. Everybody's saying good morning to everybody. So yeah, we'll check in as others join us in the chat. We've got some stuff. I tell people now that as I'm getting older, I need to keep notes of what I want to talk about. So,
Cool.
we'll shout out all of our channel. We'll recognize our channel members, and we're doing a giveaway later on today, our 2,900 subscriber giveaway. So all of the channel members get entered. And we're going to do a duck race later on. We had a bunch of people enter the hashtag as well. I think we've got 25 entries in the duck race later. So we'll do that. And I wanted to shout out, we've got a couple shout outs to do, but we're going to shout out Naman since he's here, but there was one other. I thought I had it lined up, but I didn't. Let me share my screen. So I was a winner of a couple giveaways from Capes and Tights, a new podcast. They're a podcast mainly, so really audio format, but they're on all the social platforms, Instagram. They're here on YouTube. They do a bunch of different conversations and interviews with creators. So definitely want to go check them out if you're not familiar. I have links in the description for their Instagram and their YouTube, but they're on. They have a really great website too. I was checking out their website. Let's see, yeah, they're on Spotify, Apple, so you can listen to their podcast pretty much everywhere. But yeah, definitely go check them out. Wanted to shout them out. Let me I'll drop their link too, but it's in the description. So if you want to go check them out, you can do that. But I won a couple books from them. I'll show those. But they sent me these great stickers. So they kind of took the Jurassic Park logo and put their own brand in there. Then there was a Dunkin' Donuts one, and then a Blockbuster one. So pretty cool. And the books I won a signed copy of This is the vampire. I'm drawing a blank. DC Vampires versus or Vampires World War V. Wonder Woman on the cover. And they also sent me a copy of
Oh, cool.
Space Ghost #1. This has been a really good series. I've been reading this. This has been that's been a fun series to read. So definitely go check them out. But we wanted to talk to Naman. Let me share that screen. So one thing I don't like about StreamYard is you can't share multiple. You have to drop one and then grab the other. You can't share multiple or have it lined up to share multiple. But Naman, why don't you tell us a little bit about AAPI, the AAPI month, and you already have what about 10 interviews done, right?
Yeah.
And you've got 4 scheduled, and we were talking backstage. You have a number of others, kind of lined up in the next, 2 weeks, end of the month.
Yeah, I got we had we've been doing this since 23. So that's this is our fourth year, and yeah, we've been a number of these I mean artists, writers, you know, YouTube content creators, you know, to celebrate the Asian American Pacific Islanders culture and heritage. It was I mean, at first, my format was meet the artist, meet the collector, that kind of format. Then Otaku goes, "Hey, now man, let me help you. Let's make this a like a uh, let's take advantage of API month of May, and why don't we invite these artists from so we could have interview with them." And it's not right there. I mean, I already had a Rhino Degawa, John Boy Myers, and then we had like a David Nakayama, Gray O'Rourke, and it just kept on. Every year we had more and more. So it's been fantastic. I wish I could give them more exposure, and and that's why I say I need to go to Brian. If you want to tell, they say, well, you know what they say, telephone, television, tell Brian. So, so I say, I said, ask Brian, come on, let me come on your show, and he said,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
no.
So
Definitely want to promote it. And your next interview is tonight with Slim Sean.
yeah,
And Sean is probably one of the first people that I stumbled upon in comic book YouTube too. When I first started 5 years ago, he's been around, and he's got such a great channel where he involves his family, his kids. It's funny. I've looked at some of his early videos, and he's got 2 sons who are teenagers now, and they
yeah,
look like little, it's like you can see the progression of, they were this tall and now they're this tall.
I know. They're putting those Star Wars logo sets, and they were little kids. Now they're all grown up.
Yeah, because Sean, he does a little bit of everything on his channel, right? Legos, diecast, comics. He kind of collects a lot of different things. So, but yeah, I love. Those are some of my favorite channels to see, like the family involved, where they've got the kids. His wife comes on when they do. They usually go out Sunday on Sundays for like lunch or dinner, and they kind of review. They show off what they had to eat and review the place. And usually, sometimes he's got his grandmother, his mother with him. It's like it's a family affair on Sean's channel. So, so that's tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. So definitely go check that out. And then you have yeah, you have a number, like I said, a number of other ones lined up. You've got one for Sunday night, Monday. You got one for the end of the month, 29th. And yeah, some of you've had such a variety of guests, writers, artists. It's been it's been
Yeah,
fun
so
to
some of the
listen.
big names. It's like we had a like a yesterday we had Arthur Ubion. He's an Emmy winner, Simpson, Homer Simpson stuff. I mean,
Yeah, I
you
didn't
know,
get a chance to watch that. I got to go back and watch that. But yeah, that I mean,
uh,
yeah, right. You said he worked on The Simpsons and he's done all kinds of stuff.
yeah, yeah. Paul 619. He's the one who brought him over, and
Okay.
so it's not just my channel, Otaku channel, Paul's channel. Last year we had a K-pop channel, um, and it's just a whole bunch of channel get together. I know all of us, each one of us are small channel, but to give these guys the exposure, I say, hey, let's make up a network of channels, and why don't we simulcast, and so that we have these artists, writers, we give them a little more of a better platform, right? So that's the idea. And so Paul joined us this year. Alan joined us, Alan Wu, the creator, and we had a Cliff Chang, Yuan twins, the Marvel, guys, and
Yeah, no,
we-
you've had all kinds and both, artists, writers, everybody, yeah, just a good representation of different, skill sets, talents. So
yeah,
yeah, no, it's been fun.
yeah, it's I mean, yeah, I just like I say, I needed, all we need now is people to come and watch,
Yeah.
because but
Yeah, so yeah, I would definitely go, go hit because you like you said, we were talking we were talking backstage and you said you have a number of others lined up or maybe some tentative guests. So you're gonna try to get in as many as possible. So just go head over to Naman's channel. I'll drop the link too. And it's in the description. And try to go go support. I have the late night ones during the week are tough for me because I have to get up early for work. So um, sometimes I don't make those, but I try. I've got my notifications set for all of the live streams. So
yeah, I'm trying to accommodate the artists,
sure, yeah,
writers. They have especially this time of the year, they go to cons, and so it's a really hectic year. So it's a but yeah, so I'm trying to accommodate that. They come from East Coast, West Coast,
right,
and
right,
so and that's why we need a whole bunch of different people, because I can do this by myself. You got Paul at West Coast. Um, when we had a K-pop, she was in Michigan, and you know, Otaku's in Seattle. I'm here in the East Coast, and so
yeah. It was good to see Otaku because he's kind of taken a step back on his channel. He hasn't been doing too much, so it was good to see him on a couple of the early interviews.
yeah, it's been fantastic. Hey, you know what? To keep the people's interest, can I? Not today's duck. I'm going to contribute to Duck's race today, but let me. If you at the end of the show, I'll tell you how to win this 10 comic books from my Bronze Age, my collection, right? And I'll tell you how to win these, along with actually the big prize is actually these sketch covers. I'm going to include 2 sketch cover, one from Lo Quinn. Lo Quinn has been very helpful, and the artist from the Canada. He's been very helpful. Lo
Yeah, yeah.
Quinn. You guys know that Loki is a Emmy winner.
I did not know that.
Yeah, one of the Emmy winners. Anyway, uh, he used to work with those different studios back in LA. But Yeah, let me show you what you guys can win here. It's
Yeah,
full
that's
of
one
my
of the other things,
collection.
right? You're doing some giveaways during the streams. You're doing some, and related to some of the artists. Some of the artists have stuff. So,
Yeah, this
Commandy.
is one of my collection. The Bronze Age. This is a really cool issue because it's uh Commandy doesn't meet Superman, but kind of myth of Superman. It's kind of is he a Superman, real Superman, or is it a cosplayer?
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
that's interesting. Um, the West Coast Avenger #1. Let's see. Oh, this is a first appearance of Warlord.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Rogan's One #1. I didn't put a better bag, don't I? I didn't put a better bag. I'm so cheap. Let's see. Tarzan #1.
Oh, wow. You got a bunch of number ones.
Yeah. John Carter, Warlord Mars, my favorite hero. To me, he's like a first Superman. Freedom fighter. We needed some freedom fighters around here. #1. Weapon X.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Commandy #1.
Very nice.
Yeah. And the star of the APA, Ghostly Tales.
Wow. Very nice.
First appearance of. Oh, I'll tell you more about this down the later on. But these are the things you can win today. I'll remind me to explain how they can win today.
You're gonna have to watch Naman's channel if you want to win those.
Yeah,
books.
yeah. Those are for the AAPI stuff. Today, I'm going to help Brian get some prizes for the duck race he's going to have today. Those are separate.
Mark asked, so yeah, Mark was asking if you're going to come to Heroes, but no,
Mark.
not right now, but maybe, right? There's maybe
Yeah,
a
I hope
slim
so.
chance
I'm
that he
hoping
could.
so. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm hoping
yeah.
so, but probably not. Yeah, I can't travel right now. I can only travel by train right now. So
All right, Damien likes your books. So, what else have you? What has been a surprise, or what's been different this year with the interviews than previous years for you?
this year, last year, I had a stroke year before that, right? So I was just recovering, and so I was kind of in and out of it, right? And so otaku, K-pop, E-man, those guys took over, and I mean, K-pop was a fantastic. She used her channel to you know get more exposure for the artists. She brought in artists like um, uh, I forgot now.
Well, yeah, I mean, K-pop does a great job. She really champions, artists, indie creators, writers.
Yeah,
So yeah, she does a great job.
yeah. Bernard Chang. She brought Bernard Chang.
Okay,
She Sean Chen. So she brought those guys over, and I mean, it was pretty big without me. I mean, I participated, but not as much as previous 2 years and this year.
right.
And then this year, what happened was K-pop stepped down. She's so busy with her her Kickstarter guest, and so she's got really busy. And so, but Alan Wu stepped up, and and this year we got Paul 619. He joined us, and they even did Digger Jim.
Yeah, he jumped
Started
in.
helping
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah. So uh, and it kind of we are expanding our borders a little bit. So it's not like AAPI was for at first Asian Americans only kind of thing, but then I decided as long as we expose Asian American culture, their heritage, if there's a way we can do it, it
Right.
doesn't matter who does it, you know. So uh, that's what I mean. K-pop. She's not a Korean American.
Right.
She loves K-pop, but she's So so she broke that ice, and I decided, I could ask for Digger Jim's help. Maybe I could ask you for your help when I need somebody. I mean, uh,
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good to have a co-host to kind of help. With certainly with interviews, and different perspective, right? I may have a different perspective on the artist or the writer than you might, and maybe we'll take the conversation in a different direction, which is always good. But that's one of the things that I always enjoy watching your channel and the AAPI month is having that different perspective, right? You coming from Korea to the United States, as a young kid, and then growing up here, it certainly has a different perspective on things than I would, who was born and raised in the United States. So I like this have the different um, points of view.
right.
That's why I love your walk and talk videos because you're sharing some information about your experience or something that maybe I'm not exposed to. So I get to learn a little bit through those videos. So I always enjoy those videos.
Yeah, so this has been really. I mean, I'm blessed. I'm blessed by all the friends I have, and yeah, I decided that I hope just because he says Asian American, don't mean just us,
Right.
against you guys. It's about us. You know, I even expand to the border where we say, hey, I'm gonna bring people from Australia. I mean, we got this simple Simon, right? And then I decided, hey, I'm gonna ask some other artists from uh, Philippines, or these people are from different over the ocean, but we consume their art, their stories, right? We
Right.
consume them
Right.
as Americans, right? So I say, you know what? I'm, as long as we are exposed to diversity with this country, how diverse we are, because we could accept different heritage and recognize them and celebrate them. So I decided that it doesn't have to be just you know one particular Asians, or not even just Asians. Matter
Right.
of fact, today I'm interviewing, not tonight, tomorrow night I'm interviewing uh, only Compan, right? He's a white dude, and he's doing a Korean history. He's taking on a Korean historical character,
Oh, okay.
and I say, "Hey, you're not Korean. Why are you, you know, doing
Right.
a Korean?" So, so there's gonna be some controversial debate. So come watch that one.
Yeah, I like the thumbnail you got.
You're not Korean. Neither are you.
Yeah,
And
and that's because I've done writing myself in a couple comic books, and that's one of the things that I struggle with because I don't want to, if I want to have, say, an Asian character in my book, I want to make sure that I'm representing that character correctly, right? So doing research, and you hear sometimes, social media and that of people, oh, it's a male writing female characters, or there's always these caveats of, can that writer really represent that character because maybe they're not, that not their ethnicity, their heritage, I should say, or
yeah,
if they're not, the same skin color or background. So, that it's one of the things that kind of I keep in the back of my mind when I'm writing, because I don't want to overreach with characters if I'm, I don't want to stereotype, right?
Right,
So,
right.
yeah, it's certainly a challenge.
I mean, Omni take on a pretty famous character from Korea, right? It's a lot of Korean people are that's their national hero. It's kind of like somebody from Japan. Let's say somebody from Japan wrote about Abraham Lincoln, and
Right.
is and will they represent it right, and but when he did that, I had to go. There's a two part of me. There's two part. One part is that oh wow, a representation. Finally get to tell some Korean story. Then the second part of me says, "Hey, some white dude is writing about our national hero, right?" And I'm going, "Huh? Is he gonna get it right? Is he not gonna get it right? I mean, also, I mean, you're in America, right?
Right.
So, I mean, then I thought another thing is because I'm from Korean American, not a Korean, right? Even if I took on the story, this is about a Korean war hero that fought Japan, and here I am celebrating Asian American that include Japanese Americans. so
Right.
so can I portray this war hero where uh, Koreans are heroes and Japanese are enemy that are evil, right? I mean, is it is that right thing to do, right? So even for Korean Americans, this kind of doing this kind of historical story is something that you have to think about, because how do I represent, and do I even have a right to represent Korea, or do I have a right to say, hey, Japan was a evil empire, in so it's something you really have to be sensitive to, so that's why I invite him to have a conversation with me. And
Yeah, no, that should be a good discussion to see what his reasoning is, or what type of research steps is he taking to make sure maybe he's not even concerned about capturing, what he may have a different point of view on it altogether, right?
yeah.
So Robbie had a question for you. He wanted to know, who are your three favorite comic book characters?
Well, the comic book characters. So the number one is Superman.
Superman. Yeah, I was going to say.
Brian, I'm sorry, it's not Spider-Man,
I
but
know. It's okay. It's okay.
but Spider-Man is number two. Spider-Man is number two, and but this is another uh, Marvel. Number three is actually Iron Man, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. The reason I'm for Iron Man because to me, Iron Man is a feasible hero for all, right? I mean, nowadays, some soldiers can put on a battle gear and be an Iron Man. you know,
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
definitely some potential tie-ins with the real world, that where that could actually occur, right, with technology today, right?
but I'm sure that a lot of people will go, "Oh, I thought your favorite character is Commandy," and well, I'm talking about classic, uh, classic comic book characters. So, but if you talk about Commandy, Giancarlo Mars, that's different to me. That's just different category to me. I don't know why. I mean,
Okay. More, well, that's more kind of fantasy, right? Not so much superhero, right?
Yeah, it's more like a science fiction-y,
Yeah.
fantasy,
Okay.
so yeah. It's like
Yeah.
a
Damien thought Commandy would be number three. But now you were first exposed to Superman when you lived when as a young child in Korea, right? You had, or was that when you came to the States? Superman was like one of the first characters that you were introduced to, right?
well, we didn't have we didn't have a comic book, we didn't have a TV shows, but everybody knew who Superman was, right? I mean, I didn't speak the lick of language, English, when I was 7 or 8, and when my dad got us a puppy. I'm the oldest of my siblings, three younger sisters, and whenever we got puppy, I got to name them all. Right? Sorry, my sisters, they don't like this story, by the way.
Uh,
But uh, our first puppy was named Super,
oh, okay.
and I didn't know Superman what it meant. I just Superman, so I wanted to call him Super. I was shortening the Superman to Super. I was just shortening it. I wasn't thinking that that meant super duper dog. I just
Right, right.
so. But it turns out that then when I first and I used to go to comic book stores in Korea. I'm sure you saw my walk and talk video, um, where I used to go. We cannot own a comic book. Comic books are too expensive, so we go rent the comic books at little shops. They charge you by the hours, right? And we used to read Korean manhwa uh, during those times, and so all that time, uh, I love comic books, even back in Korea. But when I came to the United States, that stopped. There's no place I could walk to, and things like that. But we first lived in New York, and then we moved to Oklahoma, and a lot of my friends mm, were collecting comic books, and they told me how to get them. They say, "Hey, go to Utorum, take a pop bottles, they'll give you a little bit of money for it, and you just exchange for comic books." I go, "You could have your own comic books," and that was like that. And then when I saw the shelf full of Superman comic books, I go, you know,
That was it. You were hooked.
so yeah, man. Let me see if
Well, talking about some recent stuff too, I'm gonna let's see. Now? I don't think you're reading. You're not reading Absolute, right? Are you really collecting new books anymore? You're really no.
I'm a Bronze Age older guy.
Yeah. All right. That's what I thought. But there was. I am still collecting new books, new releases. Absolute Batman has been fun for me. A fun series, kind of reimagining of all the Batman villains and his background. But there was some controversy this past week, which because DC shipped the books. I actually have a copy here. I don't remember it really being, but there was a lot of damage to a lot of the books. But the
Mm.
thing was, if you look, there were so many retailer exclusives for issue 20.
Oh my goodness.
There were like 100 of them. So look, it's just a laundry list of books. And so the comic exclusive market was upset with DC because DC shipped books that were, um, the reports were that a lot of the books had spine ticks or damage on the spine, and a lot of these exclusives, DC usually prints like a cardstock cover, and actually it was Legion of Comics pointed out to me. I didn't realize this. So when DC does these exclusives or variant covers, they always print the A cover underneath, and then they actually, so it's almost like a double cover. You get the A cover, but then you get the variant cover in a card stock on top of it, which I had no idea DC did that. But look at this. There's just an endless amount of exclusives.
You know, you know, one thing about Jim Lee, you know, he he sold like what 8 million copies of X-Men,
Right.
and he's like a, I mean, he's fantastic artist and everything. Now he's the president of DC Comics,
Right. Right.
but he's a, I mean, yeah, you want a lot of people to have access to these books, but you're always over you're flooding the market, and these books as a collector it's not going to be it's not going to be something that down the year. I mean, you did fantastic. I think you did fantastic job of taking that one of the Batman books and turning it into classic Superman books. I mean, Spider-Man books. I thought that was a fantastic move.
Yeah. I don't know how the market, I mean, is there a big enough base of people that are going to buy all of these exclusive books? And a lot of these exclusives are, they're probably, $30, $40, right? They're not cheap. And it's just like, I wonder if this is going to be an issue. Are people going to get stuck with a lot of these exclusives because there's just so many of them for this issue? And I don't know why. I mean, this issue, I guess, is really the first full appearance of the Robins in the absolute um, you know, universe. So, there's certainly some, I guess, speculation around those, but I mean, they're just so many covers, and I'm actually looking at my copy that I have here. Let me see if I can bring it up on screen. It doesn't look like there's really any. Let me switch my camera. Um, let me do that and do this. So this is the copy I bought, right from my LCS, and I don't really see any issue on the spine.
No, there's a little one right there, but
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I don't. Maybe,
yeah.
but I mean, it looks pretty clean. And I actually did buy one of the variant, just the standard variant covers. Got one of them, but let me open it up and see. I'll show you the double cover, because that was news to me that they. So this is like a cardstock cover,
Yeah.
and then you get the A cover underneath.
I see.
So it's basically like a double cover. And like I said, Mark Legion of Comics pointed that out to me. I had no idea they did that.
Oh yeah, I seen several of those kind of covers before, even at
And
the Image.
a lot of times I don't. I'm reading. Typically, if I'm reading the actual physical book, I'm um, I'm reading the A cover. The A. So if I buy a variant, I don't typically look at it. I'm reading the A cover. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting, and I know that was a lot of news this week, that there was some, the all of the exclusive companies were mad at DC, and DC basically said they weren't going to go back and reprint those books because it would just be, cost too much for them to reprint all of those books.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting. Let's see. Let me check my notes. Well, I guess it's time to do our giveaway because let me get the duck race set up here. Let me share it. So we're gonna do. So this was a hashtag that we had asked everybody to enter last week's stream, and then channel members automatically get entered. But let me go. It didn't save my list. Let me grab my list of names. And the winner will get a choice. We have two different mystery boxes that I actually picked up from Nick's Kicks and Comics. That you'll get a choice. There's a modern mystery and there's a Scotty Young themed mystery box. All right, so we've got 25 entries. So we're going to do 2 seconds for every entry. So 50-second race. Let's shuffle a little.
So, all right, Brian, how do you want me to do this? You want me to donate my my giveaway to yours, or
we can do a hashtag for yours, so everybody here in the chat can get a chance at that. All right, so good luck. We'll start this. This is for and thank you to everybody. We hit 2,900 subscribers. We're at like 2,905 or 6. I add a few, I lose a few, I add a few, I lose a few, but we're well over 2,900. So thank you to everybody. Well, let's see. And Naman as a channel member is in. All right, Terry's leading. You never want to lead early in the duck race.
Sleepy, you're ahead too much right now.
Yeah, Sleepy. We got still only 35 cent creeping up.
Way to do it is like a Joe. Joe is doing it pretty good. Joe's coming up from the behind.
Yeah, you want to kind of be middle of the pack.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. The Cruz and Joe. Now somebody else coming back. Oluf's coming up.
No. Who's this? Who is this?
Oh no. God is great. God is great. God is great, of course.
Well, I'll have to reach out to Ken and have him prize tag somebody because I can't imagine how much shipping comic books to Ken will be. But congrats, Ken.
All right.
We'll do share screen. And we got to do hashtag
AAPI. Good.
Yeah, AAPI.
Yeah. Do I have did I present it? Hold on.
You have what?
Did I put a present on it? Let me see if I did that. Share screen. Share screen. Entire screen. Share. Oh, there you go. Okay.
There you go. What do we?
So Ryan Odegawa is one of our first artists to interview AAPI, and he's also one of the AAPI crew, and he's a fantastic artist. And so you could, I'll let you choose whoever winner would be. Just because I have to rely on him to ship it. So no international. If you're international, you could tag it, give someone, but this is for state only. I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, makes sense.
Yeah.
He's got some great prints too. Yeah.
Yeah, you could choose 2 of these, two of these for any one of the two of these. My favorite is this one right here. I think you got one.
The Miles. Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh, the Miles and they are
Oh,
matching cover, matching 11 by 17, and he'll personally sign them. So yeah,
I like the Superman one as well. Yeah.
yeah.
All right,
This
that's
is
very. So make sure you get the hashtag in. We've got 13 people watching and 9 entered. So AAPI. And definitely go check out links or we put them in the chat, but they're in the description as well. Links to Naman's channel. Definitely, his next interviews tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern, with Slim. Uh,
Slim.
yeah, Sean from. He changed his name again. It's Slim. It's
I think he just called it Slim's channel. That's
Slim's
it.
channel. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But Sean collects everything. He's cards, diecast, comics. He collects a little bit of everything.
I like his uh where he buys a one slab per month. That's a pretty
Yeah, yeah. He's been doing that. He stopped collecting new books, but he's been adding one like key book a month.
yeah.
So, all right, give everybody aggressively good morning. And sorry if I missed anybody in the chat. I know we had a few other people join us. Dante, good morning. Craig,
Oh, I think Robert
Jim.
asked me, "Do you have a Superman comic books from when you were a kid?" Yes, I do. My first Superman comic book was I don't know if you 286. I'm not quite sure, but it's where Superman is down and his statue is flying. Not very fun comic book. I mean, not fun cover, but uh, I wish I had one where Superman versus Shazam looking character were fighting against each other. That's one of my first comic book, but that's a 20 cents era. But I started collecting at 25 cents when they were 25 cents.
All right, we're gonna run this. Good luck, everybody. Who's it gonna be? Jimmy G, comic guy.
Hey, Jimmy G, how are you, Jimmy? Oh, it's been a long time, Jimmy G. All right.
Congrats,
Uh, uh
everybody. Yeah, so
Send me IG with your address, and I have Ryan send it out to you.
yeah, yeah. So pick on let's remove that. Remove that. So what's it's
Yeah. Now I want to show you guys how you guys can win these at the beginning of the show. I told you you guys can win 10 Bronze Age books and two sketch books, sketch cover by Locke and one other artist. I'm going to either ask Mark Park. We're going to have Mark Park on 20th, or I'm going to ask Alex to do a sketch cover. So you can win that. And here's how you can win it. I'm going to ask you to go watch this video right here. It's where I speak both English and Korean, and it's about a total ship on this book, right? And the if you go watch that and you watch it fully, uh, just leave a comment saying, "Hey, I watched fully," and I'll give you a duck, right? And if you actually prove to me you watched it and say, "Hey, this video was about this and that," then I'll give you two duck. And if you have a YouTube channel and you do little, reaction to my video, I'll give you three ducks on top of that. And
okay.
and so that's how you can win that. How you can win. The reason I'm doing this is because I want this video to get out of my little bubble, my, I want to be able to go out there where the person I'm targeting is this artist. The artist, he's 85, 86-year-old man. I think he still does social media, but he's ignoring my. Even though I finally found his email, he's ignoring my my way to contact him. And
Okay.
so what I want to do was I want this is a library video where I am trying to reveal the truth of this book, where it's a first comic book where it does 2 languages, and it has where it shows a turtle ship, first appearance of a turtle ship, full appearance. And yeah, it's just I just it's a very historical book in my view. And I want to actually this is not in good shape, but I'm trying to find the good shape one so I can send it to CGC and have them note it as to saying has a first appearance of a Kabuksan, which is a turtle ship, and things like that. So I'm trying to contact this man, but he's ignoring my messages. So what I'm trying to get, if he search his name on his social media, this video will pop up in his screen. That's my objective, right? So that's what I'm trying to get people to watch it fully, because that's the only way I'm going to get a good grade on the video, so they will pop up.
Yeah.
And so here's I keep track of. I keep track of you guys' progress right here.
Yeah. So I dropped the link. I put the link in the chat for that video. So please go take a look at it. Yeah, give it a watch.
Yeah,
Jimmy, I see your note. I'll send Naman information.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and what's great about that video too is you visit the Library of Congress, right? And go. There's a little bit of video of them in their comic room, right? So
yeah,
I didn't realize that they actually had historical copies of books at the Library of Congress like that. So pretty, it was informative video for sure.
Yeah, you could actually go watch, read Superman #1. You have to arrange, you have to tell them that I'm doing the research for Superman #1 and about it. But then they actually will set up a room for you to go and read it.
Right. Well, yeah, which is amazing.
Yeah,
so I'll drop it again. That's the link to the video. So go if you want a chance at winning those books that Naman showed off. He's got 10 books that he's giving away. Definitely go, share this out if you can. Share the video. Go watch it. Comment, because if you interact with the video, you'll get some ducks.
Yeah.
So.
And these ducks can. You get 10 books and you get the 2 sketchbooks, custom sketchbooks from Loke and one other artist. So,
yeah, that's great. Yeah, Loke's been doing a bunch of the cards too, right? He's doing the sketch cards, like the little trading card size of different characters and that. Yeah.
So help me promote this video up so that Master Kim Sano will look at it. And, that's only. I made a video for one person, but I'm asking you guys to help me. Reach that one person. But I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. So, but I'm willing. And if it does get bigger, I'll make a bigger pot. If this does get over 100 videos, then I'll improve up on my 10 bucks.
Well, it's a pretty generous giveaway as is. So.
Yeah. I grew up in Oklahoma. So help me guys.
Yeah, I dropped the link to the video itself and Naman's channel for the live stream. So definitely go check it out. He's got, like I said, his next interview will be tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern with Slim's Collection, Sean. He's been on YouTube for as long as I've been, and if not longer. So definitely
And
bring that
Slim.
back up.
Then tomorrow's we have the argument with Henri. Then the Monday we got Sean Chen. He's an Iron Man artist. And,
oh wait, that's not the wrong one. Yeah.
Wolverine artist now. He loves Iron Man. But he and I are gonna discuss Evelyn. I think where Disney lay off 1,000 artists, and so we're gonna talk
I see
about
he's holding a Spider-Man picture, so I got to
Yeah.
tune in. And then the end of the month, you have
Alan Wu.
Yeah.
He's been our superstar for us. So
yeah.
he's been.
So are you,
Brian? I really appreciate the platform. I appreciate you, my man. I don't know how much you have been a great asset to the community. You're the CBCA is fantastic, and that's kind of what inspired me. You and Joe and people like that is really inspiring me to do this myself. I want to do this. I want to take this how'd you get in here?
the dog agrees.
I'll take you out.
All right. Well, now we have to wrap up because Damon's got to take the dog out. Oh, and that was one of the things I wanted to mention. Comics Curing Cancer. Craig dropped the link or dropped the hashtag, but Comics Curing Cancer, definitely go check them out on Instagram. They're starting to gear up. They're going to be at Heroes Con, but they're revealing some of their covers for their latest art book, the 2026 art book that they've been doing for the last couple of years. So definitely follow them on Instagram or Mark, Legion of Comics, DJ, Links, Rob Fatstacks. They've been promoting the new art book. So you definitely want to go check that out. They've revealed 2 of, I think, the 6 covers so far. So definitely go follow them on Instagram. But yeah, we'll wrap it up so Naman can go walk the dog before he gets barked at even louder. And go watch Naman's live stream tonight and all of the other live streams that are going on for the month. So, but Naman, thanks for coming on. And
thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, chat. Appreciate you guys.
And congrats to our winners. And we'll leave you with a special Jimmy G video as we end the stream.
The ladies.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?